So this is Shellington, and Shellington is our
Sulcata Tortoise.
Sulcata Tortoise. And where do sulcatas come from?
Africa.
And sulcatas are the third biggest species of tortoise in the world, behind the Galapagos tortoises and the Aldabra tortoises. So Shellington could grow to 1 metre in length. This is Loki, our dog. So 1 metre from the front of her shell to the back, possibly. We think Shellington is a girl, and she is about 7 years old. And when we got her, she would sit in the palm of my hand without any issue at all. And now I struggle to lift her up. That's the dog again. So what sort of stuff does Shellington eat?
She eats cabbage, Brussels sprouts, kale,
hay.
as well.
So that's when we have her inside. So she's got her own tank that she goes in, or tub that she goes in, that's got a special light, which is, she has to have the special light because it has UVA and UVB light, which means that she can process something called calcium to make her bones and things like that strong. So without that light, she can't absorb the calcium into her bones. So in the summer months, she tends to live outside if it's dry, and she eats quite a lot of grass. So she just mows the lawn for us. So she's very strong. So she doesn't really like the cold at all, her coming from Africa. So in the winter she lives inside with us and she just roams around on the floor. So you can usually find her by one of the radiators, or there's a hot spot on some of the bits of floor. So is there anything else we can talk about Shellington? So Shellington doesn't hibernate. She, as an African species, is awake all year round. So if some of you've got tortoises at home, you might have to put them away in the winter months so that they can hibernate. She stays awake all year long, although in the winter she tends to get a bit quieter. As you can see, she's surprisingly speedy. So we have to give her a bath once a week. So we carry her upstairs, which we can do at the moment, but if she gets much bigger, that's probably not possible. And we soak her in the bath. And she loves that because she can get it, we make it nice and warm for her, and it allows her to have a drink. But very often she will get most of her water from the food that she eats. So Shellington and Loki get on really well. They
But the Shellington isn't very happy with Loki because Loki keeps eating all her kale.
So we've got a dog that likes cabbage and kale. So the dog will steal the tortoise food and the tortoise doesn't like it very much. However, the dog bed is in front of the radiator and very often the tortoise will get on the dog bed because it's nice and warm. If we light a fire, we've got a wood burning stove in our living room and the tortoise will come out because it's nice and warm there and we'll bask in front of the fire. So if anyone's got any questions about Shellington, our Sulcata tortoise, put them in the comments below. And we will endeavour to answer them.